something weird.
Hey, Mr. Smith, this account will be easier to resolve if you face towards me while I go over your numbers.
I thought I would just look at you in the mirror.
Mr. Smith, it's not good news I have to share with you today. Don't give me the sad eyes. It's hard for me to be straight with you when you... It's hard for me to tell you how bad your finances are when you're giving me puppy dog eyes.
My finances, I thought we were doing fine.
No.
I've been giving money to the poor.
Yeah.
And a lot of money to the poorer.
Uh-huh.
So
But you haven't been making any money for years, Mr. Smith.
No.
You've been giving lavish gifts to poor people. Completely at random.
Xboxes?
Yeah.
PlayStations?
They don't have power, they're homeless.
But they're nice to look at.
I'm not even sure all your ideas have been well received by the community either. I mean, originally when you were giving food to the homeless, your sales went up because people thought you were being charitable.
Yes.
But when you started giving 40s of liquor to the homeless,
That's a good idea.
it was questioned by the community at large. Smith, you're pretty much an outcast. I mean,
Continue! I'm just feeling sad.
you were originally a toy manufacturer.
And all the toys are gone.
They are gone because people tie toys to children and children to morality, and you're not a moral figure anymore.
No.
And your toys have gone downhill as well.
I'm a loser, just say it. Just say it. Nobody cares about me. Nobody cares about my love that I have for the poor, and for the love that I have for looking at Xboxes and PlayStations, because they're beautiful, but nobody else respects that.
Mr. Smith, as your accountant, I'm legally required to agree with you that you are a loser right now. Because you have been losing money. But you know, I want to work with you. Right? No, I want to keep working with you, Mr. Smith. I believe...
Like a friend? You'll be my friend?
I'm not allowed to have friends with clients, but it's a friend-like relationship between us, sir.
Well, I guess that's good enough for you. Up on the chair.
Up on the chair.
Up on the chair.
Like a big grown man,
Like
Mr.
a big
Smith.
grown man, Mr. Smith.
And could you face me? This is the industry.
Oh boy.
Face.
It's going to be a long day.
It will. Okay. Let's just take a look at your latest toy line.
Great.
You recently released this, and you've had a 100% recall rate. Did you realize your prop guns were able to fire real bullets?
Well, that's half the fun.
For half the children.
Well, well, what is the point of feeling like a cowboy if you can't actually kill the villains?
The native community is actually upset about that as well.
Yes. I did not mean to call them villains.
No, they don't like that. Smith, I think you have to... This might be stepping out of my bounds. You know, just accountants are just supposed to juggle numbers and deal with taxes and tell you whether you're making good money in the black, bad money in the red. And normally I've just been saying in the red to you, but I feel like I can do more for you, sir. I feel like I have ideas too.
For toys.
For toys, yeah. Like,
Have a seat on the big chair.
I stand when I'm really nervous.
That's fine.
So I'm going to be going back there in a minute.
I slouch in my chair when I'm really nervous and sad.
I saw that.
Yes.
It's adorable.
Oh, stop it.
It's very
I'm just a
adorable.
grown man.
I know. That's why it's so adorable.
Yes.
It's a juxtaposition.
Yes.
Okay. Some people enjoy their work, right? And there's a lot of people who enjoy their jobs, and I don't think all jobs have been represented in the toy market for kids who want to aspire to different things. You know? Like you have the guns
Yes.
for the cowboys.
Yes.
And okay, some kids grow up wanting to
Be a cowboy.
Kill native people.
Yes.
But I think there's also people out there with simpler ambitions, you know? I wanted to be an accountant from a very young age, and I feel like there should be some child calculators. I know it's a stupid idea. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a funny one. That's a funny one. You know, when I was younger,
I made a prototype. I took my normal calculator and I took out the square root sign because no one uses that anyway.
This is ginormous.
It's huge because kids have stubby, like they can't push buttons with their fingers because they just hit things.
They're also stupid.
They're very stupid, but
this is why I make guns, because everybody understands death and everybody understands loneliness. You kill whoever makes you sad, and then you're alone with your gun.
I feel like you're making toys for the problems of the world as it is, not the potential of the way the world could be.
That went right over my head.
I'm just thinking like, hey, kids are stupid. I know that. I know, kids are stupid. I hate kids too. They're so stupid. I tried to tell my niece, don't, you know, steal candy from your parents' store. Get them to give them to you as a tax-deductible promotion, and then just subsidize it. And if you can get two out of them, then you sell the second one at a 50% markup, and you use those profits to get future candies. But she wouldn't understand. She couldn't understand me either.
Yeah. You look. Mr. Fleming, you're thinking on a rate that I don't think anybody else is thinking on. I'm going to be honest with you.
But that's why I wanted to make the calculator for children. Because then the kids could grow up and, you know, play with calculators like I did, and then maybe more people would think like I do. I'm the only one that thinks like me.
I got one. I feel like we all think in our own way.
I feel like there's a lot of people in Texas that think like you.
Yeah. There's a lot of me. There are. Well, how about this? Compromise?
Okay.
We put guns on the calculator. Then they can learn while being lonely. Am I right? What's worse than being stupid and having friends? You can be smart and very alone.
I'm worried about a kid trying to multiply and shooting his arm off. And you know, it might be his adding arm.
Yes, but that's also a very stupid child for pointing a gun at yourself, right?
If you hide it in a calculator.
Yes. Oh, surprise! Oh boy, that's exciting. You're a smart one.
Kids are attracted to calculators, like, oh, calculator buttons, you know.
What child is attracted to a calculator? It's not in high school. Or university. / I don't know anybody that's...
I was Mr. Smith.
I'm sorry.
Not everyone grew up with parents that gave them guns. Okay? And you know what? You know what, Mr. Smith? I grovel at you because you're the client and you're the customer and you're supposed to be right. But I've got more money than you now. So maybe...
Maybe what?
Maybe I shouldn't be doing your finances. Maybe I should be paying you to make whatever toys I want.
You're a funny one. Ha.
Ah.
Ha. Yes, Okay, all right. Okay, just because I'm poor, now...
Well, poor is kind of an understatement, looking at your books again. Because you are $1 trillion in debt. There are countries with less debt than you. Poor countries. Nigeria is richer than you right now.
Right. Okay, look, I feel like this is a moment where I should put up my hands. Surrender? Ah!
It's just a normal calculation.
Look,
I'll put it away. I'll put it
no,
away.
I did not mean to hurt your feelings, okay? I just saw how lonely you were. And I know
Let's see
how
how
it feels.
troubled you are, Mr. Smith. Very troubled. And I want to give you a way out. You know, I really liked your earlier toys. Before you got into the guns. When I was not a kid, really. I guess I was still a teenager. But I liked toys for a longer time than most people. And you had... It was called the bubble suit.
Yes.
You remember the bubble suits?
I remember the books.
And you could put on the bubble suit,
Yeah.
and you got a friend, or if you don't have any friends, you use one of those pumps,
Yep.
like I did.
And I did.
And then you were in the bubble suit, and then you bounce off walls, or downstairs.
It was very safe.
Or if kids beat you up, you couldn't
Yes.
feel it. You just bounce away.
Yes, I used to be a very safe man.
Yeah,
Very vulnerable.
it's some very safe toys. Your original fun clay,
Yes.
it was edible.
Yes, I know.
The new
Chocolate.
stuff burns.
It was just chocolate. before,
Just a
now-
touch, it burns.
Now it's acid. Yes.
I didn't understand that change.
Me too. It was spontaneous. Spontaneous. I said.
That's why. That's not how you say the word.
It's how I say the word.
I think when you had money, Mr. Smith, you thought, hey, I can do crazy stuff. Who's gonna stop me? I'm rich. But they stopped you. They stopped you 1 trillion times.
You know, Mr. Fleming, I did let it get to my head.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I started off being the toy maker of bubble suits, of skipping ropes,
I love those.
water that sprays you.
That was just fun and refreshing.
Exciting. I know.
I went up my nose one time, but that was okay.
But now I resorted to guns.
A lot of guns. A needless amount of toys with guns. Even the shields you sold had guns in them.
Yes. Pretty much everything I had guns in them.
And the guns faced the wrong way in the shield.
Yeah, well,
Because I got one of those because my friend got a gun. Well, not a friend. The bully on my street got a gun toy from you. So I got one of your shield toys, and its gun faced the wrong way.
yes, well, it was supposed to be like a... That's not good.
There's a hole
I'm sorry.
in my leg.
Sorry about that.
I can reach my hand through the hole
That's
in my
gross.
leg.
Don't. I'm sitting right here. Thank you very much. No. No. No, don't. Thank you. All right.
It's getting cold on the inside anyway.
The more money I made, just the more fake friends I had, you know? People pretended to be my friend, and they just really wanted all my money. I'm gonna look at you in the mirror again. All my real friends realized that, oh
I'm
man,
really tired of you doing this.
because I'm uncomfortable. Just lost all my friends, so who cares about me? Nobody. Big guns. You kill all your friends because they're terrible people. And then you'll be alone like me. And then we could be friends, but then you kill me because I told you to kill all your friends. It was just bad logic. I'm not that, but
I've always cared about your finances, sir. I've always been deeply invested in your finances.
I know.
I feel we've bonded over this yearly assessment.
Once a year with Mr. Fleming. That's how I think of it. Yes.
Can I call you Jim?
Okay. Sure. Nobody's really said my real name. But that's fine.
Jim, I'm going to have to let you go as a client. But now that we're not clients, would you be my friend? Come on. Are you laughing at my ideas?
No, it's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. Yes, Mr. Fleming.
Okay.
I will be your friend,
Awesome.
and I will not shoot you. I promise.